A lot of you really enjoyed my previous video on quality of life tips, so today I've got 7 more QOL tips to share. Some of these were actually suggested by you. So big thanks for sharing your tips and helping out the community. Let's jump right in.
Disclaimer, I play on the PlayStation, so I'll say the PlayStation buttons, but the keyboard and mouse keys and Xbox buttons will be displayed on the screen as well.
If you talk to the pop-up camp Meowster in Windwater Plains, you can customize your camps. Don't worry, this isn't about customizing your camp, stay with me. Select Edit Pop-up Camps and choose a map where you want to make changes. This will change all the camps for this map. Now, go to the camp gear options and select the training barrel for any of the large camp gear slots. Press circle twice to exit and save the changes. Now go to one of your camps on that map and you'll see a training barrel waiting for you. You can actually use this barrel to fill up your weapon resources before heading out for a hunt. Just keep in mind though, you have to do this separately for each map, so don't forget to go back to the pop-up camp Meowster to set this up for every map. Mantle Shortcut. This tip was actually the most mentioned tip in my comment section on my last tips video. But basically, you can equip your mantle easily by holding L1 and tapping R2. The best part, it works whether you're standing still, riding your sacred, or even in combat with your weapon drawn. After your mantle wears off, hold L1 to check the cooldown timer. Unfortunately, there is no shortcut for the ghillie mantle yet. The panic button. We've all been there. Your quest is one card away from failing and the pressure is on. Just use the panic button. Open the map, press the right D-pad or left, then hit cross twice to fast travel back to the base. In older Monster Hunter games, you needed to craft and use a Farcaster, which you can still do, but now this method gives you a free way out. Facing the monster. Depending on your camera settings, tapping L1 quickly aligns your camera to face the monster. You can tweak the setting in the options menu to meet your needs. Sure, this is great when the monster jumps behind you, but there's another useful application. Certain weapons require you to hold the circle button, which can make aiming a bit tricky. Instead of pulling out your second thumb to reach the R3 stick, just tap L to get back on target. Power Charms. If you're a veteran of the series, you probably know this one already, but for newcomers, don't forget to keep the Power Charm and Armor Charm in your pouch. The Armor Charm increases your defense by 12 and can be obtained by completing the optional quest, Secure Wounded Hollow. The Power Charm increases your attack by 6 and can be obtained by completing the optional quest as Gatekeeper. Gather without diving. If you're a material gatherer like me, you know the annoyance of diving into the water for underwater resources. The reason why you dive in when you try to gather the material is because of this dive option. You can turn your back to the water and this will hide the dive option. Now, you can use your slinger to gather the materials without diving into the water. Here's a quick note from my last tips video. You can gather materials remotely by holding L2, scrolling through items with the up and down D-pad, and pulling them in with circle. However, this doesn't work for bone piles or mining outcrops, so you need to get close for these. If you're struggling to locate a bone pile or a mining outcrop, scroll to it and use the right and left D-pad buttons to face it directly. Customize your menu. It's so annoying scrolling through the menu all the time, but if you press triangle, you can open up a sub-menu to customize it. You can rearrange tabs, set up a favorites tab, and add frequently accessed menus to this tab. Alright, that's it. I didn't want to bore you with the boring introduction, but if you're still here, you might have enjoyed my content, and if you did, please consider subscribing for more videos like this. Now, I don't want to sound like a crybaby, but I actually work really hard on these videos. These videos take numerous hours to make, but it only takes you 3 seconds to write, "These tips are obvious, this video sucks." I'm only human and I get bothered by these comments. Just because it's obvious to you might not be for other players, especially new players. So if you could hold off on those comments, I'll be really grateful. Other feedback are welcomed here. You can also check out part 1 of the series here. Don't forget to like the video and let me know in the comments which tip was your favorite, or share your own tips for me to include next time. This was Nassem, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.